You can say something like, let's see where it takes us.
That was literally the words that just came to my brain.
See, the recording lags, but the brains are in sync.
If that's not the
Maybe.
tagline for this podcast.
Welcome to episode 1 of the Adventure Lives On podcast.
This week, we're going to be planning our ideal day trip through Universal Studios and Islands of Adventure. So let's see where it takes us. Buckle up
Grab you a cup of coffee
and get ready to live the adventure in
in
the
the
Universal
Universal
theme
theme
parks
parks
and
and beyond.
beyond. I've got my Hufflepuff shirt and my Spider-Man hat, so I'm ready for Islands of Adventure. Studios sweatshirt, classic.
Yes.
Okay, so today we are going to be planning our own trip through the parks, right?
Yeah.
So I guess
Okay.
first question I would ask would be, what is our schedule? How many days? What days for what park? That kind of thing.
I like at least 3 days. I
Okay.
like to get a full day in each park. And then, oh, but now there's Epic. Ooh, with Epic, maybe
Right.
like 5 days.
See, that was my concern there. Because my thinking about the way we would usually do a vacation with the two parks, but then having to add in Epic as well, my thought was either like maybe 2 days at Islands, a day at Studios, 2 days at Epic, or maybe do like 2 days with Park Hoppers and Studios and Islands, and then 2 days at Epic. I'm not sure.
Maybe we don't factor in Epic this time since you haven't
Okay,
been.
that's true. It'd be harder for me to comment on what we do there since I haven't done it yet.
Yeah, and I've only spent 1 day, so I don't know how great I would be there either. I'd just kind of be winging it.
Okay, so then how do we feel about 2 days at each?
All right, I'm down for 2 days at each, which
Okay.
really is going to end up being 4 days of back and forth all day.
Oh yeah, because there's no way we can't at least use Park Hoppers on one day to ride the train, right?
At least, yeah, at least. I mean, you got to get your butterbeer and
Yeah,
fine. Uh, cool. Okay, so where do we stay?
that is a good question. I think that's probably more of a you question because I've actually never stayed on Universal property.
Hmm. Okay. I like the Royal Pacific,
Okay.
and I like riding the water boat to the park.
Oh, that does sound cool.
Yeah, that's fun. All right, so we get to the park then. Let's skip ahead.
Okay.
Where?
Ooh, personally, I tend to like to go to islands first.
Yeah. Oh, I'm opposite. I like to go to studios first.
Oh,
But
okay.
but you know what? It depends on park hours.
Oh, that's true.
Which one opens first? Okay. Well, all right, let's start at islands.
Okay.
What way do you go when you get into islands?
I was thinking about this earlier today. I feel like most of the time I go counterclockwise around the thing. So I'll take a right and loop around that way.
Okay.
So that
So
would
Goose Landing
be
first.
Goose Landing. Yeah.
Yeah, me too. I really thought we were going to be opposite on that one. I thought you were going Superhero Island first.
I love Superhero Island, but I don't know why. Most of the time, I just find myself going, all right, let's just go this way and loop back around and then come out and then go to studios.
Because you're going to Hogsmeade.
Yeah, probably. Probably because it's Seuss Landing and then, yeah, right into Hogsmeade. So
So, do you typically skip Seuss Landing? Do you actually skip Seuss Landing and go straight to Hogsmeade and do those rides first, then go back around, or do you completely skip Seuss Landing and not ride at all?
I don't usually completely skip Seuss Landing. I do like the trolley, the
Yeah.
Sneetches and all. Cat in the Hat, I can take or leave most of the time. I think if we're talking about those kind of rides, I'd be more likely to go for like a Winnie the Pooh. If we're doing those, I like it, but it's not my favorite.
Mhm.
So I usually like to walk, especially if it's early in the morning. I'll kind of just walk through Seuss Landing, take in the atmosphere a little bit because it is a lot of fun there.
Mhm.
But typically, yeah, it's just stuff to look at on the way to Hogsmeade if it's that early in the morning.
Yeah, early in the morning for sure. And but breakfast though, because we know that neither of us can go without breakfast.
This is true.
So are we having breakfast in Hogsmeade?
That's what I'd like to do because I've never done it and I've heard at
Okay.
least decent things about the breakfast menu there. Plus, I found out recently somebody on YouTube had said that you can actually get a butterbeer as your drink with your breakfast meal. And if that's one extra butterbeer without an extra charge, I'm all for it. Start your day
Yeah,
right.
can't complain about that.
So I think that's what I'm going to do is I would get breakfast and Hogsmeade with a butterbeer.
Okay. Starting your morning off with lots of sugar.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I could do breakfast and Hogsmeade. I have had breakfast, I think once, maybe twice. Yeah, it's probably been a couple of times. I typically am a Today Show Cafe breakfast, which is why I like to start in studios.
Okay.
But no, they have pretty good breakfast over there. I was not a fan though of the pudding stuff, the blood pudding, black pudding.
Oh, yeah, we did talk about that. I don't think I'd
Yeah,
be a fan of that either.
not a fan. The
I'm
rest
gonna
of it
pass on
wasn't
that.
bad. Cool. So then we have breakfast and line for Hagrid's is probably still really long at that part of the morning.
Yeah.
Usually gets a little slower as the day progresses. So then maybe check out the castle.
Yeah. I'm good with Forbidden Journey after that.
All right. And then where are we going?
Maybe Hippogriff while we're there.
Okay. Yeah.
'Cause I do like that one. It's got some good views, usually not too long of a
Mhm.
line. So,
I don't know, man. The last couple times I was there, it was a 45-minute wait for the Hippogriffs.
oh, really?
Yes.
Man, I guess I haven't been in a while, but last time I don't remember it being more than 30.
It depends on the time of year too, though, I think. When there are more kids, it's it's gonna be a little longer. But I do like the Fly of the Hippogriff. Do like that one. And maybe if we're lucky, we catch the toads.
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
I don't know if I've ever actually seen the Toads, if not more than just like caught a glimpse of them as they were wrapping up the show.
Mm.
I've seen the Bobatons and Durmstrang
I
performers.
don't
I don't think I've ever sat and
yeah.
watched the Toads.
See, I'm opposite. I haven't watched them. I've only caught just the very end or beginning, but I think I've seen
Hmm.
more of the toads.
Okay, interesting. Well, we can stop and watch the Toads.
Right? Watch the toads.
Let our
And
breakfast settle a little bit
yeah, which maybe we actually should do before
before we get on
the
Forbidden Journey.
journey. Yeah,
Okay.
because I think we're both kind of known to get a little sick.
Yeah, a little bit, especially after eating.
Yes.
All right, so
Um,
we'll watch the Toads, ride Forbidden Journey, see if we can get on Hippogriff. And I mean, I guess beyond that, the next logical step, unless you want to do any spell casting at the windows, is to get into Jurassic Park, right?
Jurassic Park. You know that's where I'm going. Shoot, I'll skip Hogsmeade sometimes to go to Jurassic Park.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I like the walk around. And I also Hogsmeade sometimes is just so crowded
It is.
and I can only be around that many people for so long.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. I guess it also, like you said, depends on the time of year.
Yeah. Yeah, when it's 100 degrees outside and you can't move without touching the sweaty person next to you.
Yeah.
Which reminds me though, it doesn't matter what time of year it is. I love the queue for Forbidden Journey.
Yes, me too.
And especially once you get up to the top right before you go into the castle when they have the Jaws and all the plants in the windows. I
Oh,
thought it was
yeah.
cool that there's a little tribute to Jaws because it used to be in that area.
Hmm.
And then go inside and see Dumbledore's office.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do like the queue. I was bummed actually the last time or two we went, the queue was only through the castle,
Oh.
which I guess was good. The line was really short. But yeah, the queue only went through the castle. It wasn't outside at all. And it was cooler. It was later in the year, December, I think. And
Hmm.
I did get to see a part of the castle that I hadn't seen before.
Oh, what was that?
It was just more pictures on the wall, but I
Okay.
don't think, and it might have been like the single rider line or where the single rider line usually goes through. I'm not
Hmm.
sure because it didn't go through the same part of the castle that I remembered seeing before.
Huh. I'd be curious
Um,
to find out what that is.
Yeah, there was a staircase. We went up the stairs. It was kind of rounded almost. And
I don't think I remember that, but then again, I don't think I've ever done single rider on that one.
it's been a while. I used to do a lot of single rider. And I don't, and that's not something I even really remember
Hmm,
when I did Cimarron. I don't know.
I'm not sure.
I don't know. The staircases move, so you never know.
Yeah, who knows where you ended up. With that in mind, I've been thinking lately, because I found out about it online a while back, I'd like to see if we could maybe do a castle tour.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that'd
I
be
think that
cool.
would be cool to have
Mhm.
a student walk us through and point out all the details of everything.
Yeah, it would. I wonder, do they do those like they do with the Men in Black and the Mummy?
I've heard they do, but it just depends on the time of year, how busy they are, if they have free staff to do it.
Yeah. We could always dress up and pretend we're the free staff.
Give
And
other
we'll be
people
free
tours.
staff because we won't be getting paid.
Yeah, we'll be available. We're
Yeah,
not busy.
yeah.
Yeah, we have enough, and we've probably got enough knowledge between the two of us. We could tour people around there like we know what we're doing.
Probably. Mostly you, but you remember so many of the details that I don't remember.
My brain is kind of wired for that stuff. I don't know.
Yeah, you remember so many of the details, which is great. So after our fake castle tour that they're probably going to kick us out of the castle for,
Yes,
on to Jurassic Park.
yes, I
That
do miss that part so much.
no, it's one of the best part because the music in Hogsmeade is great and I really like it, but I don't feel like it hits the same way as when you walk under the
Through the
Jurassic
gates,
Park. Oh
yeah,
yeah, and you just start hearing.
that really is something special. Like I get excited about Hogsmeade because I love those movies, but you're right. The experience with the music is even stronger for Jurassic Park.
Mhm. Mhm. And I like the way they transitioned it too across the bridge. So it
Hmm.
wasn't like you're just walking from a castle to now you're in the jungle. It's this nice transition.
It really is. And even with the way the music kind of fades out from Hogsmeade into there, I think that
Mhm.
might be one of the better transitions in the parks,
Yeah, I think you're right. It's not one that I notice.
which I think is the point. I think that's kind of the
Mhm.
sign of a good
Yeah,
transition from land to land.
because I do think when it like Superhero Island hits you.
It smacks you in the face. Like
And
you see the big pow.
yes. And then so does Suicide, but in a different way.
It's
Seuss to me,
gentler, but it's still very much, oh, we're in this, and they are unapologetic about it.
yes, it doesn't it yeah. It almost kind of takes you a second to adjust.
Yeah, Marvel is loud. Seuss is maybe a little softer about it, but it's still like, oh, my eyes, everything's colorful and nothing's a straight line. Give me a second here. Let me
Yeah.
adjust. Get
Yeah,
my
and there's no
balance.
like you're saying, physical blend. You just step from this really colorful ground into okay, there's this creature. What is it, a griffin? I don't even know what it is when you get into the Lost Continent.
Yeah, yeah, the Griffin.
From this crazy arch to muted colors in a griffin statue. Where's the
It's like, okay,
transition?
I feel like I was just on drugs and now I'm in ancient Greece.
Yeah, and we completely skipped the Lost Continent. We walked through Seuss Land and the Lost Continent disappeared.
I feel bad to say it because I did love Poseidon's Fury, but I feel like the Lost Continent at this point is just skippable, unfortunately.
It is. I do really like to eat at Mythos.
You've told me that for years and I still have yet to do it.
You gotta go. It's nice to sit down in air condition and have a nice view and a restaurant type of experience that's still very themed, but isn't ridiculously overpriced.
That does sound nice, especially for a theme park.
Yes, because it's so hot everywhere else you eat, even in the like indoor, like in Calypso. I feel even in Calypso, it feels so
Yeah.
hot
And also
everywhere you
most
eat.
places are overpriced. So
Yes.
that's a nice
Mhm.
benefit to it as well.
So it felt reasonable.
Reasonable and comfortable, which you can't say for every
Yeah.
place at Universal. Yeah, next time we go, we're definitely going to have to go to Mythos because
Absolutely. Okay, so that's where we're having lunch today.
okay, we'll have lunch at Mythos
Mythos lunch.
once we make our way back around.
Yeah, once we do the circle. Um,
Okay. So while we're in Jurassic Park, what's on your agenda?
um, well, I mean, you gotta, if we had a child, traded on flyers would be cool, if I took Chloe along.
Absolutely. That's
Um,
something I still am hoping one day I get to do, whether I have a kid to bring or we get to steal one of yours before they get too big.
You can borrow Chloe. She loved it.
Okay.
Yeah, I I really love the river adventure, but
Mhm.
I might have to start with Velocicoaster.
Okay. I am super eager to ride that one because I haven't been since it opened.
Oh, it's so
So
cool.
I will 100% be right there with you in line for
Mhm.
that one.
Oh yeah, because the last time we were there together, they were still building it.
Yeah.
I remember standing in front of the rails.
That was what,
Um,
2021, something like that?
oh my God.
22? Because they were still
It was
distancing.
before 22 because I didn't even have kids yet.
Oh, you're right.
Well, it was more than 22.
It must have
So
been 21
it had to
then
have been
because it
21,
was
yeah.
like we were out and about, but we were still wearing masks. They were still distancing the
Mhm.
characters. Yeah, okay.
Wow. Long time ago, huh?
Yeah.
That's a cool ride. And you know what I have to do every time I'm there in the Jurassic Park is I have to go into the visitor center.
Okay.
I have to go downstairs with the really old school dinosaurs that need a refresh.
They really do.
They do.
It feels like it was built in the 90s and it feels like it
Yeah,
hasn't been touched since.
because it hasn't. No, they have actually. They updated it with brand new lockers for
Oh,
Velocicoaster that make everything else around it look even older than it already did.
oh, okay. Spared no expense.
No, no, expense. On the lockers. They
Of
did spare
course.
expense on the dinosaurs.
I mean, if that if that doesn't fit the whole theming of Jurassic Park as a franchise, or I guess it would be the other way around. They spent all their money on the dinosaurs and didn't put enough money into the locks.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Oh, the
Fire.
lockers. Something
Hmm.
cool that they've done with the lockers that I think Velocicoaster was the first ride they did it with, and they do it a lot in Epic, which was cool. You the lockers when you put in you carry your stuff with you in the line. Your phone, your
Okay.
wallet, your whatever. You carry it through the line, and then not long before you get onto the ride, you put it in a locker. When you get off of the ride, you take it out of the opposite side of the locker. So
Oh,
they're double door, a door on each side of the box.
so you don't have to go back to the same crowded room that other people are trying to
Yes.
put their stuff in
Yes.
to get on the ride. That's smart.
Genius. And they didn't just use numbers, which I liked. They're color coded with dinosaurs on them.
Oh, that's cool.
So you'll have like a purple Triceratops or a green T-Rex. So it's a lot easier to remember where your stuff is. And they did it. Was it the ticket that I scanned? My park ticket?
I
But the
remember
look
they
was
said,
way
I
improved.
remember seeing that there was going to be some other way to do it. I don't remember whether it was like a ticket scan, a thumbprint, something,
Or did it scan my
a
face?
face. It may have
Something
been a,
scanned my
it
face.
was, I remember hearing that was, there was something along those lines they were going to do. So that sounds like that's probably right.
But I don't think that was on Velocicoaster.
Hmm.
The face scan.
Was that just epic?
It might have just been Epic.
Okay.
Unless I'm thinking of something at Disney because I did do both parks in the same trip and it had been a long time since I've been to Disney and had never been to Epic. So I could also be confusing that feature.
Very possible.
That's very possible. But I do remember the upgraded lockers were really nice, not having to go in and out of that crowded, hot space
Yeah.
more
Yeah,
than
that's
necessary.
cool. I'm excited to see that next time.
Yeah. Okay. So at this point, are we ready for lunch or do we need to keep going?
I mean, while we're right there, if the line's not too long, I say we should try to hit River Adventure.
Yeah, I'm with you. I will push. I will push until I like breakfast, I have to eat. Lunch, I will push until I'm so sick that I can't get on another ride and I need to eat.
I am the same way. I'm like, okay, I know we have to stop
Awful.
for food eventually, but let's get in as much as we can.
Yes. And then you
Like,
miss the
let's
lunch rush and you get to actually sit down and eat without waiting.
exactly. You ride while everybody else is going to get lunch, then your lines are shorter there, and then when you do go get food, your lines are shorter there.
Exactly. All
Yep.
right. I'm glad we're on the same
I'm
page here. We're
excited.
gonna have a fun trip.
We are.
All right, cool. So we do Velocicoaster first and then River Adventure, which is good because when I start to get hungry, if I'm riding a roller coaster, it's gonna make me feel nauseous.
Yeah. So
So,
then we do something slightly easier.
right.
And the River Adventure, depending on what time of year we go, it'll keep us cool.
Yeah. And you don't get that soaked, which is good.
You really don't.
Mhm. Nope.
Unless unless you're my
Oh,
mom.
your poor mom.
So for context, for anybody who's listening and doesn't know me, my mom has an eye disease. She doesn't see very well. And we all, my family and I, and it's in general, but especially when we go on trips, we do our best to support her and look out for her in any way we can. But sometimes we just kind of forget because we're so used to moving through things normally. And River Adventure was one of those times where last time we were on it, we all, without really thinking much about it, we got over the drop past the T Rex. We all ducked. Nobody pushed mom down or told her to duck. So we got up and she sat straight up through the entire drop and just got a face full of water.
Your poor mom. And she
She came,
probably
she
just took it
came out,
with so much grace.
oh, she came out of it laughing her butt off. She was having the
Uh-huh.
best time. And then we all looked up and realized what happened. Oh, one of many wonderful accidental theme park moments we've had. We could do a whole episode on that.
Does so y'all don't go to Universal that often, so I assume your mom doesn't know when the drops are coming on these rides. Did y'all at least warn her that she was about to have
I
a
think we told her before we got on there was going to be a big drop, that you didn't really get too wet except for maybe at the end. And then by the time it came, we were all just so in it that we weren't even thinking, hey, this is it. We should warn her again.
oh no.
And yeah, for the most part, she doesn't know when the drops are coming because she's only been a few times and she's
Mhm.
only ridden everything maybe once or
Mhm.
twice. Because there were a few times where she didn't really ride as much. She wasn't sure how she felt about the rides and stuff, and also the stress of going through them. You know, she's worried that might have an effect on her eye situation as well. So only more recently as she started riding things. So yeah, she's still not super familiar.
Okay. Well, maybe we should take her
Oh, that would be fun.
because she is a fun time.
Hmm.
So we hit Velocicoaster, River Adventure, stopped in the visitor center. Are there
Hmm.
any snacks in Jurassic Park that you like?
I the only thing that comes to mind for me is the little Cinnabon spot.
I don't think I've ever gotten that.
I think that's probably the only snack in Jurassic Park that I have gotten. I don't think
Because you're not
the
a
last
turkey
time
leg person, right?
I'm not a turkey leg person. I know people at Disney go nuts for that and run fairs and stuff. That's not my thing. I think the only time I've eaten in Jurassic Park was probably at that little stand where they do like pizza and chicken tenders.
Okay.
So I haven't really, I don't know what I'm missing in terms of Jurassic snacks.
I don't do a ton of snacks. I usually bring my own snacks.
I
My
try to do
fanny
this.
pack, but my fanny pack's always full.
Oh, yes, of course.
Uh, But well, I do like to eat the turkey legs, either in Jurassic Park or um, Hogsmeade.
Mm,
It's a good bit of food and it's cheap-ish.
yeah, it makes sense. I'm just not much of a fan. Yeah, if we're in Hogsmeade, oh, I will be snacking. I will eat everything Honeydukes has to offer. I will get whatever I can, every version and variety of butterbeer.
Yeah, I like the butterbeers. I haven't had many of the Hogsmeade, but I'm not a candy. I mean, I like candy, but I prefer sweets. Like,
Like
as in
pastry
like
type stuff.
pastry. Yeah, like pastries, cakes and
Okay.
cookies. But a lot of times I'm not a fan of the mass-produced ones at theme parks. Even in the Today Show Cafe, the pastries and stuff they have in there, I don't care much for them.
I don't really mind some of the mass-produced pastry stuff. Honestly, as much as I love the candy in Hogsmeade, mostly for the novelty of it, that's more what I have issue with, some of it being mass-produced. Like, I'm gonna be honest, I don't know if anybody's gonna hate me for this. I feel like you probably agree. Chocolate frogs, cool for the cards in the box. Chocolate is not very good.
And it's too
It's
thick.
it's too thick, it's too much of it, and it just doesn't taste very good.
Mhm.
It's not worth the chocolate is not worth the money. You're paying for the cards, really,
Yeah,
and just the
definitely.
experience of having a chocolate frog.
Mhm.
I like the
Which I
candy.
mean is the same as in the movie though.
Yeah, that's true. Like Ron said, it's the cards you want.
So maybe it's
I
intentional.
guess maybe it is. Maybe you're just supposed to hope that it hops away.
Yes, that's probably it.
Mine typically I'll take a couple bites and it hops right into a trash can, and then I'll collect the cards in my bag.
Mhm. Exactly.
I am a fan of the butterbeer fudge, though. I do remember that much.
I like a couple bites of it, and it's too
Too
much.
sweet.
Too
Mm.
sweet, yeah.
I've got a pretty big sweet tooth, so I'm on board with that.
In moderation. I'll eat on the same piece of cake or cookie or something for forever.
Mm.
Just take a bite or two and put it back in the bag. But you know what sweets I have liked though at Islands is the stuff in Seuss Landing when you come off of the
In the
trolley ride.
in the candy store?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I have had a few things from there. I don't really remember what.
Yeah, I did like those. I don't know what makes those different from all the rest because I'm sure they're made the same way.
But it does seem like it at least seems like it's slightly better candy. Maybe because it's just simpler stuff. I don't know.
Maybe. And I don't get a lot of that stuff super often because the sugar too, when I'm out in the parks all day, I just not in the mood for sugar.
Mm. I'm in the mood for it, but sometimes with the heat and the rides, it does make me a little more sick.
Hmm.
The one, the one snack while we're talking food that I do really like is I am pretty much always down for a giant cinnamon sugar pretzel.
Don't love pretzels. I mean, I'll take a bite or two, but I don't love pretzels.
Okay, well then I'll get one and you can have a little bit of mine if you want
There
it.
you go. There
Do
you go.
that.
I'll eat my turkey leg while you eat your pretzel.
Okay,
We're both happy.
there we go. Yeah, because whether it's
And
cinnamon sugar or the salted one with the cheese, I've always been a soft pretzel person.
have you had the pretzels? And it's kind of outside the park now, but City Walk at the NBC Grill,
I have not.
they have these massive, I mean, they're huge pretzels that they bring to the table with different, I say bring to the table, it's an appetizer you order, but um, with different dipping sauces.
Mm.
Yeah.
That reminds me actually, and I wonder, I'm sure they probably did it first if they've been doing them for a while. But it reminds me they do kind of the same thing in California in Disneyland at Avengers Campus. They have a restaurant themed all around Ant-Man where it's all about different food portions. And there's the same thing. You
Oh,
can get a giant pretzel with
uh-huh.
different dipping sauces.
That's pretty cool
Yeah, it's
that
fun.
they did the Ant-Man theme like that.
Hmm.
I like that. Jurassic
Okay,
Park.
so do we keep walking through and kind of go like
Yeah.
explore as we go, or do we want to just kind of speed through the rest to get to lunch and then
Yeah,
do
it's
some?
probably about lunchtime at this point because we've probably lollygagged a little bit
Yeah, I'm sure we took our time
and
through Jurassic Park.
and Hogsmeade and looking at all the stores and all the you got to try on robes again because you still don't have one. Yeah, I'm gonna keep reminding
I'm
you until
I'm
you buy
I'm
make one.
I'm working on that. I literally right over there, I have a robe on my coat rack waiting to be turned into a pattern so I can make my own.
Well,
Well,
it's time to get started. Because I think that coat has been hanging on there as your pattern since we've been recording podcast episodes, which has
no,
been way too long.
whoa, no, I gotta stand up for myself on this one. I've only had that about 3 weeks. I
Has it
told you
only been
about
three
that.
weeks?
I told you about that maybe a month ago, right around the like not long before I got my Newt's Commander coat.
Wow, it seems like it's been longer than that. Maybe we talked about it before and you just didn't have the coat yet.
Yes, we did.
Okay. All
Yeah,
right.
I
So I'm
haven't
only
had
a
it.
little bit crazy, not totally crazy.
Okay, yes, I will get on it. I know I need a robe for when we go.
Yes, you do need a robe when we go.
I'll work
So we're
that.
gonna have to go in the winter. I guess we didn't even talk about when we're going.
That's true, yeah. Which I typically like to do anyway, personally.
Yeah.
Usually we go around Thanksgiving, Christmas, somewhere in between
Mhm.
there, and
Yeah.
that's always been a good time.
And the Grinch is out,
Yeah.
and the parades, and the
Mm.
snow.
Yeah, Hogsmeade feels, season appropriate.
Yes, for the one time a year in South Florida, Central Florida.
Right. At least I
Yeah,
can wear a sweater there and not die.
right. Yeah, for a month out of the year.
Hmm.
These people, though, that wear the whole getup and the middle of the summer. I don't know how or why.
I don't know. Yeah, the whole school uniform with the high socks, the dress shoes, the robe.
Mhm.
Oh,
Yeah.
I would pass out.
Yeah.
Also,
Yeah.
what do you do with all that? Like, I guess you have to shove your robe in a locker when you get on Forbidden Journey or things like that.
I thought you could wear it on Forbidden Journey. Can you
Oh,
not?
maybe so. But I'm just thinking, I don't know. It just feels like the kind of thing that's so long that it would be unsafe on certain rides. I could be wrong.
No longer than a dress.
Oh, true.
You probably have to take the wand out of the holder though.
Oh, yeah.
Wand pocket. Mm. You know, you think they would have made those storage things in the seat of that ride big enough to hold a wand?
That's actually a really good point. We got to get on to somebody about that.
Yeah. Yes, we do. Universal executives come listen to our podcast and make change to your Forbidden Journey seats.
Yes, I don't think I love the idea of sticking my wand in my locker.
Uh-huh.
It seems like a tight squeeze.
No, yes. Do not like it. Especially as they don't make my wand anymore. So I need to
Oh,
keep it
that's
safe.
true. You do have to keep it safe. Maybe, and I could be totally wrong for saying this. Don't get upset with me.
Uh-oh.
Maybe that's an incentive to buy another one.
Well, yeah, I do plan to buy another one.
Okay,
But
because I didn't know how attached you were to that one. If you're like, no, that's my
yeah,
wand, I'm never getting another one.
no, I am attached to it, and that's why I need to get another one.
One that you're
Because
more comfortable bringing.
yes, because I have broken this one, and I've had to take it to Ollivander's to get repaired more than once. More than once. Yeah. One time, actually, I had it in the parks with me, and it was so hot that my wand, and I haven't gotten it repaired, so it still does this. It has a curve to it. It was so hot it melted my wand. Yeah, it's a little
Well,
slight
you
curve.
now have a one of a kind,
Yes,
right?
slightly yielding.
Slightly yielding.
Uh, yeah, so it's about time for a new wand. But you saw that they came out with a new one at Epic that's exclusive to Epic that I think is really cool.
The Phoenix one?
Hmm.
Yeah, that one is really pretty.
Yeah. So I didn't want to get the first group of second generation wands. I just didn't
Mhm.
love the look of any of them. They were a little too plasticky looking for me.
I kind
Um,
of felt the same.
so
I
I
like
want
the
new
I like
ones.
the ones that had more of like the sort of diamond or quilted looking
Mhm.
pattern more than the natural branch ones. I felt like the more natural looking ones did look a little bit more like plastic sticks.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll definitely wait to see what else they come up with.
Mhm. Yeah, they're gonna come up with some cool. Now that they have proof of concept, I guess, now that they know people are gonna buy them and they work well.
Yeah.
What else? What else are we doing? What do you, so what's after Jurassic Park, we're in what comic strip?
Uh no, comic strip is studios, right? Or am I crazy?
Mm, do you not go from comic strip to Superhero Island? Am I
No,
going
you might be
crazy?
right.
Do
You
we
might
need to
be
pull up the
right.
map? Oh my gosh, Jacob, we used to be the map.
I know, we did. Why how are we not the map?
It's been too long.
It has been too long. I think that's just a sign that we need to go back.
Yes, yes, we absolutely need
Also,
to go back.
also, just to keep you on track, we do have about 4 minutes left on this
Oh
recording.
no.
Yeah, so
Okay, well,
we have to get through islands and we'll have to do studios on our next session.
okay. We got through most of the park.
We did. I'm proud of us for getting as far as we did.
Because last time we didn't make it past Hogsmeade.
That is true.
Um, well, since considering you don't remember Comic Strip Cafe, maybe we just skip through it.
I'm checking real quick just to see
All right,
if I'm
Alice
crazy.
Adventure. I'm looking for the map.
Okay, so we got Seuss Landing.
Yeah, because that's Ripsaw Falls and
We've
Popeye.
been supposed to. Oh, yep.
Oh, we
Okay.
did skip Kong. We skipped
Oh,
Kong, which I'm good
okay.
with because I'm not a fan.
I am sad that we skipped Kong because I kind of love it.
Okay, we can ride Kong.
It's the better Fast and Furious.
It is the better Fast and Furious, but it's the worst type of ride.
I will agree with that. I just still think the atmosphere makes up for it for me.
I do like the atmosphere. So other than I wouldn't mind the ride except the part where Kong and the dinosaurs are fighting. I just I don't like it.
What about it?
I don't like that the ride car is so long that unless you're on an end seat, you get a bad view.
Yeah, I guess so. Regardless of which side they're on, it's harder to see what's going on.
Uh-huh. So I really don't like that because that whole scene, it feels like it just lasts a little too long.
Yeah, I could agree with that. I mean, I still think it's neat for what it is, especially how when Kong jumps over the truck, you feel it.
Yeah,
I feel like it
that
does
is.
blend some of the practical effects really well.
Mhm. I don't
But I
like
see
that
where
when
you're
you're hmm,
I see where you're coming from, though.
when you're if you're in the middle or towards the middle, the whole thing you just see almost nothing and you just shake.
The only counter I would have to that is that at least the first time I wrote it, I was a little more in the middle. And while you can't see as much as clearly, it kind of, in a sense, for me, led to the excitement and the chaos of the whole thing because I'm sitting there trying to look at both sides, following what's going on as creatures are running by and Kong's jumping over the truck, and it made it feel a little more chaotic for me instead of just watching the show from one side and missing whatever was going on across the other side of the truck.
Okay, I get that. What did you think about the driver?
Um, for just a second, I questioned whether it was not an animatronic.
Yes, thank you.
So I think they did a good enough job
They
with that
did.
that I was like, they actually have somebody driving us. And then I noticed the track in front of us in the opening when you go outside. I was like, oh, maybe not.
They got us.
It did. Okay, so I think let's make our way out of Kong and should we just wrap up Islands?
Oh, and
Oh,
skip Superhero Island?
no, 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 no. I was saying, should we go through the rest of Islands and wrap
Oh,
that
yeah,
up so
yeah.
we can move on to studios so
Yeah,
we
let's
can
do
get
that.
both parts in? Okay, yeah, absolutely not skip superheroes.
Yeah, I thought that was a little odd for
I
you,
can't
especially.
I can't go without my Spider-Man stuff. No.
No, you can't. Think I'm gonna skip out on old Cap?
Oh, not at all. Especially not the one that actually looks like Chris
Not that
Evans.
one. I'm waiting in line for that one.
And you can, in fact, do that all day. I believe that.
And yes, I can. And I've learned going to Disney World with children that I can wait in a line for a character a lot longer than I thought I could. Yeah, yeah, broke my
I've
record.
I've learned that all by myself without a child.
And that's something that was cool about going more often. Is that something I did start to do is interact with the characters more than I had when I was just going every couple of years.
Because you don't feel the pressure to get every single ride in once you're
Yes.
doing them more regularly.
Yes, exactly. So, a couple cool Spider-Man interactions. So, where we start in Superhero Island?
Oh, if we're coming in from Jurassic Park and Kong, I guess Spider-Man's the first ride we'd come up on.
Mhm.
But I mean, I'm somebody who, when we get there, especially just like with Hogsmeade and with Jurassic Park, I want to take a minute to kind of just take in all the atmosphere of it, kind of people watch a little bit, see if any characters are out.
Yeah, I do like watching the Green Goblin.
Yes, Green Goblin's always fun
Mhm. Yeah,
seeing
Doctor
him.
Doom too sometimes.
Yeah, I've seen Green Goblin. I think I took pictures with him once. For the most part, I only ever just kind of see him run past in the crowd. I'm like, oh, there he
Mhm.
goes.
Yep. He wants
I
some
did
lady's
get
purse again.
yeah, we did get a picture with Doctor Doom one time that was a lot of fun because him being as big and imposing as he is, towering over all of us, he was standing behind us when we went to take the picture, and I was kind of off to the side so I could see him a little better. I wasn't directly in front of him, and he made my cousin and my brother jump like a foot out of their shoes because we're standing there, we're getting ready to take the picture. He's standing behind us with his arms crossed, and he's like,
Mhm.
"Yes!" And then they just shot up into the air, doing his whole maniacal, evil, like, and he was so loud that it caught him off guard.
The whole Doctor Doom thing, that's great.
Hmm.
Side note, when you are positioned a certain way on the screen, it looks like the Niffler is sitting on your shoulder.
Trying to get it, kind of, almost.
Well, it'll start to blend in with your hair, and your hair looks like the Niffler's body,
Oh,
and it looks like
okay,
it's sitting on you, and you're just the right way.
that's funny. Yeah. Not intentional, but I like it.
Yeah.
For everybody listening, I have a plush Niffler on the shelf behind me.
Well, I also like Spider. I like the Spider-Man Q a lot too.
I
Like
do
this
too. It's
guy.
one of the most fun ones for me.
Yeah, a lot of attention to detail.
Yes, so much. There are so many things that, like, even the last couple of times I've written it, I've paid a little more attention and seen things I hadn't noticed before, like certain characters' names on file folders and
Mhm.
stuff that's spread out on the desks and things like that.
Yeah.
And I love that it feels so much, even though it's been updated, I love that it feels so much like the 90s animated cartoon.
Yes. Yes, it very much does.
That was my childhood, so that's always got a special place for me.
Yeah. I know, you love Spider-Man. And I like that they updated the ride with a picture because for a long time he told you to smile, but there was no picture.
Wait, did they? Because I was rewatching the ride video the other day, and I was like, man, I've always thought it would make so much sense if they put a picture there.
There's a picture.
Oh, well, I guess I totally
Mhm.
missed that last time I went.
Yeah, there's a picture. Uh,
Well, I mean, glad they finally did it.
mhm. Yeah, so that's cool. Now, I don't know if that's exactly where they take the picture,
Mm.
but there is a picture.
Yeah, it's cool that they at least tie that into the story.
Yeah, finally. All right. What do you do Doctor Doom?
I do. I love Doctor Doom. Last time we were there, I think we there was no line. We probably did it 5 times in a row.
I like that. I don't like waiting in line for that one because it feels so long.
Yeah, and the ride is so short.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, if there's no line, I'll do it over and over.
Mhm.
But I don't necessarily want to wait for it either. But I will. I'm on board for Doom.
Yeah. And let's see, then we got Storm Force. I can do it, I cannot. Probably skip it.
I would. I would go out of my way not to personally.
Okay.
Not a teacups
So,
person. It's just there are better things to do with my time. I love Storm as a character. That was not a good ride for her.
yeah. And it's kind of just tucked out in the back and you don't even hardly see
You
it.
forget it's there.
Yeah. But we do have to
Now,
meet Spidey.
oh, we have to meet Spidey.
Mhm.
I'd like to meet as many characters in Marvel Superhero Island as possible.
Yeah.
They're all a lot of fun.
Is there anything you eat there?
Mm, it's a good question. Honestly, the in terms of Universal as a whole, the main food that comes to mind for me is either Three Broomsticks or the Simpsons taco truck.
Oh, yeah.
Those are typically where I'd go. So I don't know if I've really had much at Superhero Island.
Yeah. Just, plain old burger and fries.
Yeah, the Fantastic Four Cafe.
Yeah, nothing special,
Not much
really.
special. The atmosphere is cool, but the food's not much to get excited over.
Mm-mm. So, well, basically,
Now,
yeah, we ride Hulk and
do I was about to say, do we do Hulk?
yeah, we gotta do Hulk.
Because I will be honest, I love Hulk. That's one of the ones that does make me a little nauseous.
It's I feel like it's better now that they've updated it. It's
I went
smoother.
I went last time we both went and I wrote it. Did they update it since then or before?
I don't remember when it was. It might have been before that.
Okay, because if that's the case, then it still kind of gets me. It also could have been because we did that earlier in the day, whichever day we went. Because I think the first day we did things kind of the way you and I are talking about. There was one day we went back and hit Superhero Island first, and we did that early in the morning. So that may have been part of it.
It could be. Hmm. Well, we're done with islands.
Okay, so now we move on to studios.
Yeah, and I don't know how you would go if you'd go back to take the train or what, but I usually, just for practicality, walk. If I'm doing the Hogwarts
Yeah,
Express, it's mostly just to do the train, not to actually,
yeah, it's for the experience. It's
yeah,
not quicker by any means.
no, no. And funny story, I don't know if I told you or not when on one of our last talks, but last time we rode the train, so I had two kids, double stroller, and
Mhm.
gone through the line for the train. And when you get to the stairs, if you have a stroller, there's a sign that says strollers this way. So you go that way and take the stroller up the elevator to get on the train.
Mhm.
There was this family with a double stroller because these things are like heavy. They're so heavy. And there
Yeah.
were kids in the stroller. And the husband and wife, one of them picked up the front of the stroller, one of them picked up the back, and they're carrying it up the stairs.
Oh,
Yes. Big old double stroller carrying up the stairs. These people are nuts. What are they doing? I don't know if they assumed the line was not going to stop and they were just going to carry it all the way up the stairs in one go, but the line stops every time the train stops.
yeah. Every time the train leaves, they gotta hold everybody up. Oh, I
So,
can't imagine holding a stroller like halfway up the steps.
yeah,
That's with kids in it.
with kids. Yeah.
Oh,
Um, and for reference, since you don't have children, a double stroller without children in it is, I think mine is 40 pounds.
plus like 40 pounds
Yeah.
worth of kid.
Yeah, my 3-year-old is 30 something pounds and my 1-year-old is 20 something pounds. So you got an extra 50 pounds on there or more, depending on how big the kids are.
Plus, there's stuff in the stroller.
There's stuff in the stroller. Yeah. I'm sure at some point while they're standing there holding the stroller in the middle of the stairs, they took the kids out.
Probably, I would
But
hope, but you got to think it's like on the one hand, more power to them, but on the other hand, there's a better way to do this, guys.
yeah, like yeah, the elevator. I felt bad for them. I don't know why they went up the stairs. I don't know if they got confused. I almost called to
I
them,
don't
like,
know.
nah, they know what they're doing, I'm sure.
Do they?
Apparently, no, they don't, because they were in front of us in line, like a good little bit in front of us in line. And after we got up the elevator, we ended up in front of them by several people.
Oh.
So we moved quicker up the elevator, and they were slower and had to carry their stroller up the stairs.
Okay, so PSA to anybody with a stroller, or I guess wheelchairs as well,
Yes,
there
yes,
is an
wheelchairs
elevator.
too. Let's not carry the person in the wheelchair. That'd be something, huh?
Yeah, there is an elevator. Do
Elevator.
yourself a favor and make use of it.
Yes. Thank you.
Okay, so I think
So
with that
we're
important announcement out
going,
of the way,
yeah, now we're going next door.
okay, so where
And
would you? Oh, okay,
Today Show Cafe. First stop. I don't care what time of day it is.
okay, okay. Today Show Cafe it is.
Today
I'm
Show
good with
Cafe.
that.
Nitro
And
cold brew.
okay, all right. And once you've got your cold brew, where would you like to head to? Do we question? I know we were methodical about islands. When
Mhm.
it comes to studios, do we just book it straight for the Mummy because it's the best ride in the park?
Absolutely, yes, 100%.
Okay, I'm glad we're on the same page
Yeah,
because you've gotten your cup of coffee.
I have
Now
got
we're
my cup
good
of
to
coffee. Yes, and I'm going to drink it while I'm in line.
go. So then we
Now,
ride the Mummy about 4 times.
unless there's a good tribute store open, then maybe hit the tribute store and then the Mummy, but probably Mummy then tribute store.
Okay. Funny enough, you were talking about the parades before. Last time I went around Thanksgiving, the tribute store was a walk-through parade
Oh, cool.
because they weren't doing the parade because COVID and not gathering people.
Oh, yeah.
So you walk through one of the studio, like the soundstage
Mhm.
areas, and they had all the floats and the balloons set up to just look at.
Oh, how was
And
that?
at the very, it was interesting. It was kind of cool. And at the
Mhm.
very end, they had Santa sitting up on a chair waving at everybody
Hmm.
instead of having him on the last float and all.
And
So it was a neat thing, but I still would have liked to see an actual tribute store. I was a little bummed
Mhm.
about that.
Yeah, seen a couple of them. The Jurassic Park one was really good.
I would have loved to see that in person.
Good. Maybe they'll do it again.
I hope so.
Let's see.
So, hmm,
Yeah, go.
so we do the tribute store, assuming they have one that we want to go
Mhm.
look at. We ride the mummy, what, 4 times or
At,
so,
at least, at
at
least.
least.
Attempt to
I
do the
think
tour.
attempt to do the tour if we can. Yeah,
Mhm.
that's something since you told me about, I've wanted to try. I
Are
think last
you
time we went, Josh and Alyssa probably rode the mummy about 7 or 8 times in a row.
the perfect day?
It really is. What were we gonna ask?
Do you prefer front row or back row, mummy?
Ooh, uh, I mean, I feel like you can kind of see what's going on better in the front row.
Mhm.
But I mean, for most roller coasters, the back row is going to be more exciting because it flings you around. So that's honestly, I guess it depends on what I'm in the mood for. If I'm not like, if I'm feeling a little nauseous, I'll probably feel safer going front row.
Mhm.
If I'm really looking to be thrown around and have an exciting time, back row.
That's me. Again, same with you. Most coasters, like most of them, I want to be in the back. Mummy, I want to be in the front.
Mm,
Put me front and
okay.
center. And there's so many details,
Yeah.
and I like to be able to see all of that in addition to when you're going through the dark parts. I
Being the
like,
first one to go through all that
well,
without
yeah,
anybody in
because
front of
it's like,
you.
because that's when it really feels like you're swerving around
Yeah.
the creatures, the ghosts, the
Mhm.
mummies, the
The mummies.
mummies. Yeah. All right. After our, 7 times riding mummy, Harry Potter.
Harry Potter.
Harry
I'm good
Potter.
with that. We got to go talk to the night bus conductor
You have to.
and the shrunken head.
And the Shrunken Head. Uh,
And then we should probably stop by Grimmel Place, say hi to Creature,
yeah,
and maybe
pretty
take a
sure, yeah.
picture in front of the door.
Maybe get a potato.
Yes, you've told me about the potatoes, and I need to experience that. I'm realizing that whenever I go with my family, we really don't venture out in terms of food very much, and I need to fix that.
The potatoes, they're good. It's not like the best food in the world. It's just quick, easy, and inexpensive.
Yeah.
But if you're looking
Uh,
for really good, different food in studios, I like the crepes at the
okay.
crepe truck. Not, it's not a truck. It's a, I don't know, booth. I don't know what you would call it.
Mm.
But they have sweet ones and savory ones, which is cool.
Ooh, that does
Mhm.
sound good. I do like a crepe.
Had a brisket one once.
Ooh,
Very good.
that sounds good. Oh, man, you're making me hungry, and I just ate.
I don't have any snacks today. You know, I always have snacks.
Oh man, you
No
do.
fruit today. Just my water.
I have a yoo-hoo.
You haven't I haven't had you in so long.
Me either. That's why I was like, man, it's time. I'm gonna get myself some yoo-hoo. It's been a while. So yes, Harry Potter. So I guess now it's time to go into Diagon Alley
Yeah.
and cry.
Um, and I know you probably want to go into the Weasleys shop.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, they like
just
all toys and
soak in
fun
all that
stuff.
fun
Uh-huh.
atmosphere. Look at the fireworks in the ceiling.
Oh, I almost forgot about those.
Yep.
I don't spend a ton of time in the stores in either of the Potter areas.
See, it's like we were talking about before. For me, it's all those little details. That's when I'm in the stores, I'm not even shopping. I'm checking out the stuff above the shelves.
Mm. I like to look at all the stuff. Like I don't buy hardly anything, but I like to look at everything. But I don't know that I pay as much attention to the detail as I do to the stuff.
Okay.
I like stuff. I just don't like to spend money.
Oh, that's the quote of the episode right there. Oh,
Yeah. So I kind of do that. But I do I probably look more through the stores. Oh, geez, in Diamond Alley though than I do in Hogsmeade. Hogsmeade, other than eating or riding the rides, and we didn't even talk about Hagrid's. We skipped Hagrid's.
Oh, we said we would come back to it.
Yeah,
That's
we
right.
did, and then we forgot.
We'll take the train later and we'll go catch
Yeah,
that at night.
after dark
Yeah.
at night. But I remember what I was saying. Oh, the stores, and when I'm in Hogsmeade, I like ride, butterbeer, food, gone.
Because it's so crowded.
It's too crowded. Yeah. But in Diagon Alley, I do spend more time in the stores, and
I
Morgan and
kind of
Birch,
do
I
too.
like, even though it's usually crowded.
I haven't spent much time in there. I think it's cool. I typically I really love quality Quidditch supplies.
Mhm.
Even though it's not very big, I like looking at everything in there.
Mhm.
And I really, in terms of details, I really enjoy looking through Wiseacre's Wizarding Equipment, the gift shop for Gringotts,
Okay.
because they've got all the cool telescopes and
Mhm.
armillary spheres and all that neat sort of ancient looking antique machinery and stuff.
That one actually was one of my least favorite ones to be in because there's always that line of people coming through out of the ride, and you're
Yeah,
crowded.
it's crowded, but to me, I think it's one of the coolest designed shops.
It is a cool design, and they tend to have things in there that you don't find in other shops.
Yeah, they do. And I especially love, even now that I've gotten some of the stuff for myself, how they have a lot of at least if I'm thinking of it, I think this is the shop that has it. A lot of the stationery sets and
Yeah.
wax seal kits.
And that separate, almost separate room.
Yeah.
You know which other one's cool? I don't even remember what park it's in. But the rope store.
Are you thinking Madame Malkin's?
Yes.
That's Diagon Alley. Yeah.
Okay.
I think there's a robe store in, no, you know what? There might be robes in Filch's outside the castle if you're in Hogsmeade. I
Mhm.
think that might be it.
Yeah, no, I'm thinking of Diagon Alley because there's that's where the mirror's at that talks to
Mirror talks
you.
to, yeah.
Uh-huh.
And they had like Hermione's
Hermione's
dress and
dress.
Snape's robes on display and all.
That was by Gringotts, wasn't it?
Close to it, not exactly. I think it's a little closer to the front half of the street, but I don't remember exactly how far down. I think it's on the left side when you walk in.
Jacob, we're not the map anymore. This is being
Like you said, it's been so long,
too
which just
long.
means we have to go back. That's all it is.
Oh my
We'll, we'll,
gosh.
we'll
This is
catch up.
this is sad. Um, we skipped Fast and Furious, which I'm
I
good with.
couldn't be happier.
Yeah. What else is going
I
on?
will trash that ride all day long and have a great time doing it. I'm gonna be honest. The queue was kind of neat because I don't hate those movies. They are
Mhm.
fun. The ride I will probably never do again.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. I'm good with never doing it. It could
Okay,
have been
cool.
so much better.
It could have been.
They could have made something
And
fast.
I something fast or furious. This
Or
was neither.
and you know what? They could have even done something. Mission Space makes me so sick, but they could have even done something like Mission Space.
Some kind of like testing a new supercar that's supposed to make you sick because of the G forces or now I heard that they are doing better. I think my dad mentioned, I don't remember if this is going to be in Hollywood or if it's somewhere overseas, that they are doing something more like that super misleading commercial for this ride, where it's going to be like a roller coaster where you're in a sports car of some kind or like a muscle car, and it's going to be fast and it's going to be like more fun than a party bus
Mhm. Maybe like Rock and Roller Coaster.
ish, I think.
That'd be cool. I love
Yeah.
it. But we're not on Disney.
Yeah. That's a different podcast.
Yeah. One of the very few things I like about Disney.
All right.
So, anything else we're doing in Diagon Alley? We can Leaky Cauldron, we can have some lunch, some dinner, I don't even know what time of day it is anymore.
At this point, I would assume it's probably dinner time if we had lunch at Mythos and made our way over.
Um,
Yeah, so we can do dinner at Leaky Cauldron. I'm okay with that.
all right. We can split a dinner at Leaky Cauldron.
Yes, okay. I
There
like how
we
you
go.
think. And then I'll just
Um,
order a separate drink for myself and we'll do it that way.
yeah, we're gonna have butter beers for sure.
Yeah,
Walk from there to Men in Black.
Well, we did skip Gringotts, unless we did.
Oh no, we're riding that. We gotta ride
I was
Gringotts.
going to mention that. Yeah. Okay. So we'll ride Gringotts, then we'll get dinner at Leaky Cauldron,
Mhm.
split a dinner with Butterbeers.
Yeah.
And then,
Maybe
yeah, Men in Black.
maybe an ice
So,
cream snack somewhere in there.
yeah, I'm good with that.
Yeah, I like the lavender ice cream.
I kind of want to try that one. I've only ever tried the Butterbeer swirl.
It's pretty good. I liked it. Butterbeer was good too.
Yeah.
Men in Black. What's your high score?
I don't remember, but I know that I kicked everyone's butts.
Oh, all right.
I don't really remember what like the high end of high scores was. I want to say it was something like 290 maybe. I don't remember enough to know if that was good enough to beat everybody or if I'm misremembering the number. I just know that you gave me that book full of universal tips, and a lot of it was, hey, shoot this thing on Men in Black for a lot of points.
Uh-huh.
And I read that and I thought, okay, cool. I'm going to take in all this knowledge and then not share it with the group, and I'm going to win.
There you go. That's what you
I
do.
was also the first to hit the red button on our entire car. And so that got me like, however many thousands of points
Yeah,
that was.
bunch of points. Cool.
I think if I remember correctly, it was something like 290,000 by the end of it,
Okay.
or 29, something like that. Whatever it was, like I said, I did good because I hit the red button.
You kicked everybody's butt.
I did. I unfortunately was not able to shoot Frank. I tried real hard, but I
I've
missed it.
never been able to find Frank.
I know exactly where he is. It's just you have like a split second to hit him. It's literally once you get into the part where it goes from training area to destroyed city, he's at on the desk of a little newsstand exactly like directly to the right of you. So the second you pass him, he's like the only building that's really lit up. You pass him and then it turns you and it's like, well, you saw Frank, your gun can't reach him. Oh well. I
I
don't know how to hit him.
looked every time for Frank, every time.
I
And
was trying desperately. My gun wouldn't turn far enough to be able to shoot him. By the time we got through it, I was pointing the other direction.
dang, you'll get him next time.
Yeah,
The dog.
we'll ride it again until I get it.
Okay, for the record, we are not advocates for shooting animals.
Not at all. Not even alien
Well,
dogs.
not even alien
It's
dogs. Not in a million years.
no, we love
Funny,
them.
unrelated, I guess. Nick asked me to, so Rocket, obviously, he's a menace. Um, and he was being a menace today. And I was telling him he's a good boy because he is a good boy. And Nick,
Mhm.
what kind of dog would you consider a bad dog? You don't think bad dogs exist? I'm like, well, yeah, I'm sure there are bad dogs. He's like, okay, what makes it a bad dog? They fight people and
Yeah, I don't know.
and I have Daisy. I don't know if you remember Daisy, my little white Maltese
Yeah.
dog. She used to bite people. She was bad, not bad like a bad dog, but she did bad stuff. And
See, that's crazy because I've pet sat for you guys and I never had any problems with Daisy.
Daisy liked you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she liked you. She would just randomly bite people if she felt like it.
Oh.
Yeah, she went after our neighbors a couple times, like went after them
Oh.
a couple of times. Yeah. And okay, Daisy bit. Is Daisy a bad dog? No, Daisy's a great dog. So there are no bad dogs
Yeah.
for the record.
No,
So
I
we
already
don't shoot bad dogs. We don't think dogs are bad. Anyway, back to Men in Black. So
and
you
that
were
has
a
been our
Galaxy Defender.
yes. So that has been our anti-animal cruelty
Yes.
PSA for the evening.
Yes.
Okay, so we've done Men in Black. Is there anything you're interested in the gift shop? Because I know there's one thing that always comes to mind for me.
I'm not usually all that impressed with the gift shop, the Men in Black one.
I'm not typically, but there. Okay, I say one thing. There are two things that I always go to and think, ooh, maybe this time. One is I would really love a really nice replica neuralizer. I've looked for one for
Mhm.
years. They're almost impossible to find. They're stupid expensive. The other thing, because that was one of my first weird things I tried at a theme park that kind of stuck with me, I would probably, if you're willing to try them, I don't know if you've had them before, I'd probably be down to try getting another pack of the little salt and vinegar crickets.
I try.
because I didn't hate them. They were kind of just like sunflower seeds with wings.
Okay, sure. Leave some winged sunflower seeds with you.
I remember, I'm trying to think of who it was I was with. May have been Kyle Panino. We were walking through Universal, and I'm like, well, I don't remember if I bought the crickets or if somebody bought the crickets and we're like, hey, I'll buy these if you try them. I was like, yeah, sure, something along those lines. And I'm eating them, and a few of the people were like, man, I can't believe you're doing that. I'm like, again, they're not bad. They're salt and vinegar. They crunch. They're just like sunflower seeds.
Yeah.
And we're walking. I'm like, I'm telling you, they're not bad. And then I'm sitting there. I'm like, oh, leg,
Oh my,
pulling bug parts out of my teeth. Like, really,
yeah,
guys, trust
yeah.
me. So anyway, that's my little tangent about that.
Yeah. Um, something I really do like about Men in Black, he's being a menace, is when you get off of the ride and the Men in Black song is playing.
Hmm.
That's one of my favorite parts. Walking down the little ramp, we're running out of time.
Already?
The heck? We got
We
10
got
minutes
10 minutes
left.
left. Oh,
10 minutes left. Holy
all
God.
right. Are we going to have to speed run the rest of studios?
Yeah, which is fine because I don't love Simpsons area.
I think it's like fun novelty, like, oh hey, I know that thing, and then like, okay, we can get some tacos and we can move on.
Yeah, I like the tacos. I don't like the music. Music drives me nuts.
I don't hate it, but I can understand that.
And there's a not far from there, there's this little tiny food place that's tucked. Where was it? Actually, I think it was right by SpongeBob. No, it wasn't.
Mm,
It wasn't. It was right across from the taco truck. Yeah, I don't know what it's called. It was right across from Taco Truck. And it
in the
had
Simpsons
these
park?
hmm?
In the Simpsons park? Or somewhere
Right
near?
past it. I think it was kind of tucked under the animal actors, kind of where that is.
Okay.
It's really small and tucked kind of behind something. But it's just a little
Hmm.
walk-up food counter, and they only had maybe four different things. But they had these bao buns that were really good,
I think I know what you're talking about.
overpriced, like $14 or something for a little tiny.
Ooh.
Um, but they were good. And when we were eating there, Doc from Back to the Future came and said hi.
Oh, cool. I've never met Doc yet.
Yes, my second time ever meeting him. I was a little kid the first time.
Oh, that's cool.
But oh, quick funny, I forgot story for Men in Black. The last
Mhm.
time I rode it with Nick, so Nick is really good at any kind of shooting games. I'm not. We get on this ride and he's bragging about how he's gonna kick butt and he's gonna beat everybody and blah 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 on and on. And there's this guy that was a single rider, just came and got on with us, didn't say anything to us. Nick is like trash talking me, he's gonna kick my butt and whatnot. This guy got almost a perfect score. The random single rider guy got almost a perfect score. Ha! He beat you. You beat me, but he beat you.
That's awesome. Now, I'm curious though, because I was trying to remember what my score actually was. What is a perfect score on that
He was
ride?
one less than 1,999,999, I think.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. If that's the highest score, then yeah, I think my 290 sounds about right for where I was.
Yeah, that
Like
was
not super high, but I did well enough.
yeah, well enough. I think I hit the red button that time and Nick still beat me.
Oh,
Not great, not great, but that's okay. It's fun.
it's all
Um,
right.
so passing, are we riding Simpsons? Or are we not? No, we're passing that. We're
No, we can, yeah,
eating
we can skip.
tacos. Yeah, we're gonna eat tacos. And then we have to ride ET though.
Okay.
Have to. Um,
I'm gonna be honest. I like it for the nostalgia. It
mhm.
also creeps me out. I had a whole conversation with my brother about this a few weeks ago. It's that kind of like just outdated enough, dark, creepy, artificial forest setting with like almost human uncanny valley mannequins.
Yeah,
It's like it can get a little that
yeah.
sort of outdated, dark ride, creepy theme park vibe.
Could you imagine if they started to glitch or malfunction
I
and
don't think I want to
you're
have that conversation.
gonna have
This is
nightmares.
like,
There are probably horror stories online of ET employees
oh,
and weird stuff that has happened in the dark.
I believe it because I'm literally thinking this sounds like the plot of some cheesy horror movie, but it also would still be enough to make me uncomfortable. Like
Mhm.
some dark rides do weird me out a little bit. Like Small World, I'm like, nope, too creepy for me. I can't do it.
Yeah, I don't mind
Yeah,
Small World too much. Still menacing. Uh, we after ET, that's about it as far. I mean, we skipped Rip Ride Rocket at the beginning, which I like that one, but it beats me up. I would ride it because it's about to shut down.
I was gonna say also rest in peace to Riptide Rocket.
Yeah, it was really cool when it first opened. I remember the first time I ever saw it, and I thought, oh wow, that's a drop.
Yeah, and then you get on it, and you go, oh wow, that was a drop.
Yeah. Yep, I got stuck on it once.
Oh,
Yeah.
where'd you get stuck?
Um, like I couldn't get off.
Oh,
Yeah. I was stuck in it.
after being thrown around.
Yeah.
Oh,
Do
that's
you have
rough.
a go-to song?
Uh, I think I only ever did it a few times, honestly, because like I said, I haven't been
Yeah.
more than maybe like 4 or 5 times total. I think for the last couple of times that I've ridden it, because it does make me a little sick, probably Kickstart My Heart.
Good choice. We usually live in and fast forward.
Mm.
Kenny Chesney or Limp Bizkit.
Oh, yeah, Limp Bizkit's fun.
Yeah. And then there's one or two times I went on the secret menu and picked the song. And I don't remember what I picked.
I remember hearing that was a thing, and I was like, oh, cool. And then I never got into it.
I haven't been on it though since they edited down the song choices. The last couple
Mm.
of times I visited, I wasn't able to ride it. But oh well.
Yeah,
3.5 minutes.
3.5 minutes.
Yeah, so we're running through the park.
Okay. I guess that would be the point where we sprint through the rest of the gift shops and decide if there's anything we've missed out on.
Yes, I really like that
Or,
nostalgic gift shop. The one that's on the corner when you're by, is it by where Jaws is hanging? Somewhere on that row. I'm trying to remember. I don't know, it has all the Jaws stuff and the Ghostbusters and all the old
yeah.
school kind of stuff. I have to hit that gift shop every time. Christmas gift shop,
Okay.
both of them. Um, yeah, so basically riding almost all the rides and going through all the gift shops.
Yeah, just doing all the things
All
basically,
the things.
meeting the characters. I
Yeah.
think the only other things I can think of that we should probably do before the recording is over and before our day is over is hop on the train, go back to Islands, and then the only things I can think of, unless you can add anything, are see if we can get in a few minutes with the Grinch.
Hmm.
Maybe watch a couple people do a meet and greet with Blue because I agree with you that it's actually more fun to watch other people get scared by a dinosaur than to have it over your shoulder where you can't see it. And then we jump on Hagrid's After Dark.
Yeah, Haggard After Dark. I would also do horror makeup show, or if we couldn't catch horror makeup show, I like to just walk through and look at all the props and read about
Okay. See, that's another one of those things that I've said every year, oh, that's cool, we should do that. And then since I was with my family, we never did.
it.
So
Maybe
when
we're
we
gonna have to
go,
do
I will
that too.
definitely do that with you because I've always wanted to see it.
Now, if we can virtually walk through both parks in an hour, I think we could knock them both out in a day.
Oh yeah. We
We wouldn't want to.
contrary to contrary to what it sounded like with us getting so confused, I think we know our way around well enough that we can manage that.
Yes, I think so.
Once we're there, it'll all come back to
Once we're
us. So,
there. Yeah, yeah, it would. No, now what after I leave the parks, I like to have another late dinner in the City Walk.
okay, where should we go?
My favorites are Toothsome and um Big Fire.
Okay. I remember we talked about Big Fire a while back and it sounded pretty good, but I could go either way because, like I said, we're not super adventurous with the food, and I probably have not eaten anywhere in City Walk now that I think about it.
Hmm.
So anything's going to be an adventure for me. I'm up for whatever.
Twosome, because you like the sweets,
Okay.
hearing things. Yeah, we have less than a minute left. We made it.
All right. Well, I think we made it through.
Yep.
And
Back to the
that's
boat.
wrap. Yep, back to the boat, back to the hotel.
Till next time.
Yeah, I think that was a good trip. I'm
Yeah,
glad we got to go to the park together.
yeah, virtually.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually go.
Yes, we do. We're going to figure that out.
We
We'll make it happen.
will.
And then
We
we'll
will.
record an episode while we're there.
We will forget to record while we're there, but we'll attempt.
We can do it. We can record at the hotel after we're done.
There we go.